Are you defined by fear, or is it a stepping stone to find your purpose? Every day is a new opportunity. Young and old, the chains of age are broken, impossibilities are shattered, and dreams are born. Heartache is felt, but only temporary. Who will change the minds of the future? And is that person? Is it you? What's up, everyone? And this is Next Level Thinking.
What up? What up? It's another episode of Next Level Thinking. It's your host, C. Holmes, as always, here bringing you live inspirational guests to help you take it to the next level. But you know, I'm not here by myself. I'm here to keep you elevated, get you some impact and influence. I'm talking about the one and only Chip Baker. What's up? How you feeling?
Man, I'm great, Chris, man. Thank you so much for having me.
Oh yeah, absolutely, man. So like, what is going on, man? It sounds like you got like a project. You got the suit coat going on. You got big smile. You got the impact influence on the back wall. Man, what's going on? What's going on?
Oh man, lots, brother. Lots on the plate. Just striving to, as you know, put out some positive energy, man, and show appreciation to others. And so just really wanting to hit on this impact of influence documentary that we have coming up.
Oh yeah, most definitely. And then for those who are just tuning in and then probably who don't know about you, can you tell them a little brief summary of what the impact of influence is? Because we know, you know, of course, but what about the audience who don't know anything at all?
Yeah, so I just a little bit about who I am, and then I'll dive into the impact. So I am Chip Baker, fourth generation educator, teacher, former coach. I'm blessed and fortunate to be raised by some great people, as well as be around some awesome folks to learn from in my career. Started my YouTube channel, the podcast, The Success Chronicles, about 9 years ago. What I do is I just interview people from all walks of life and share their stories for positive inspiration and motivation. A couple years after that, I started writing books, and to the date, I published or been a part of 27 books. And so, man, truly grateful
Hey,
for
wait,
that.
wait. You can't say that number like it ain't nothing. You say how many again? Say what now?
27, brother.
Not
Had
one,
20,
not two.
27 books. Yeah.
27 books with a combination of collaboration with other authors while still
Yes.
being an educator and a coach.
That's
You got
it.
a whole
That's
library
it.
back there.
Yeah. And a part of the books have been the Impact of Influence book series. So we've done 10 of those books. I don't know if you can see the book behind me here. This is the first one, the Impact of Influence. So I have that, that one framed. But we've done 10 books, and it's a collaborative piece where, powerful influencers have come together and shared their stories of people, experiences, situations that have influenced them in a positive way, and then how they're using that to make our world a better place. And so the journey for that has been absolutely amazing. And so, I mean, you've been on the ground floor, you've been a part of several of the volumes, and I appreciate you for that.
And I
But
appreciate
man,
being part of the story as well.
yeah, man. And so we just have done so many things, tours, book signings, events, book launches. Man, it's been a great journey. And so we are we're working on raising funds so that we can complete this Impact of Influence documentary, just to kind of highlight the journey and let people see some of the behind the scenes things.
And we can't leave out this details. Like, what are some of the areas that, of course, I've been part of it, but like even you yourself have went to from like venues, news stations, and
Yeah.
much more, because I need people to understand that this is pretty much in momentum and going places. It's not just in the seed; it's growing into like something of a great garden and just making an impact of like
Yeah.
all the different things that it touches.
Yeah. So, man, that like you asking that question gave me chills because it had me just reflect on the things. So, man,
Oh, do the little
yeah,
shimmer, shimmer.
yeah, shimmy, shimmy, man, been somewhere everywhere, man. So, like with the first book, we did a 10-city book tour.
It was really 10
And
cities. I'm trying to keep up, man. Time
yeah,
flies. Like,
it was 10 cities on the first one, man. And so, like in there, Dallas, um, your major cities, in
I know
Texas, Dallas,
Houston and
Houston,
Dallas.
yeah, Houston, Austin, San Antonio.
I forgot about
We
those. Yeah.
yeah, we did man, LA, we did Tampa,
In the
Florida.
Not the West
Uh
Coast, LA.
yeah, man, we were everywhere. We did we've been all over, man. It's been awesome. And then just locally, we
Yeah, you hear that? They said,
locally
yeah, he said, yeah, just for the people in the background.
locally we've done several here in Houston. Different venues have been supportive of us, and so we've partnered with like some establishments to kind of help both of us kind of highlight each other and support one another. So, man, it's been awesome. It's been a great journey for sure.
Right, right. And then like, what is like the goal when you put this documentary out that you want people to see?
Man, I think the major goal is just to have people know that anything is possible. Uh, you know, uh, where I come from, the journey. I think I'm just grateful to have one book. I'm not like it's many, but like
Mhm.
I'm just grateful. I mean, it still surprises me that I'm an author of one book, and so man, I'm just grateful for that journey. But then in this, I just want people to just kind of see what it's been like. Hear some of the experiences of the authors. Going in, I've always told the authors that whatever my hope is for them is that whatever they want to achieve from this experience, my goal is to help them achieve that. So hopefully highlight the authors, let people see who they are, um, and do work with them.
And absolutely. And then another thing I want you to go on of a deep dive in is like how you were
Mhm.
shocked to even have one book out, because like I don't think they understand like what you mean by that. Because like in your area, and I want you to tell the details. I don't want just to come from me. It's like you don't see too
Mhm.
many people doing that. So
Yeah.
I want you to kind of like finish on that part.
Yeah, man, I'd love to. So where I'm from, man, I'm from a small hometown in Texas, man, and where I grew up, I didn't know anyone that wrote books, right? So for me to be an author, man, it's amazing. But I think the other part of that too is, I know that anything of value is not achieved alone, right?
Oh yeah,
And so
absolutely.
not only am I striving to write a book, but I'm striving to be the example too. So in the library in my hometown, I make sure that every book that I publish, that I donate a book to the library, because they have a Chip Baker All Things Are Possible exhibit there, so people can see the books and some of the things that I've achieved. But then also I also donate 2 copies. So the other copy is for people, kids, anybody that wants to check the book out. So, like they don't have to say, well, I can't afford to buy. No, it's right there. Just check it out, read it.
Yep.
I don't want to be any excuse, man, to see what the inspiration is. Like the guy that comes from, this hometown has done this. And so not saying like, look what I done. It's more so saying, look what you can do and more.
Yep.
And so
Absolutely.
that's been a blessing for sure.
And I want to take this brief look in between. You were saying that the link is to help contribute to this project is in the comments. I'm about to place them to YouTube as well, and then I'll update in the description. But going to be a great inspiration and then impact to not only this generation but the future generation that's come beforehand. Because I know as an educator, you know how much importance it is to plant a seed into our future generation. So not let this documentary be something to be added on to kind of aid and assist with those who have dreams as well.
Oh, for sure, man. And yeah, just ask, we're striving to raise funds to push it out there like, we'd like to do it. Of course, documentaries, content, filming, like all of those things are not free and they're not cheap. Right. So, venues, different things that you do, those things cost. And so, man, we're just striving to raise some funds to help make it a great event, make the documentary amazing. And so, anyone that feels free to pour into and help, please donate to the cause. And I think it'll be truly inspirational and it'll help so many people.
Absolutely. And then throughout this journey, so the people can learn on their end as well, what is something that you definitely learn while especially writing so many different books? And then, of course, through the journey, what is one big takeaway that you want to share to others?
Yeah, something that I learned along the journey is I'm glad you narrowed it down to one, because man, that could be a whole podcast episode.
I know, right?
Yeah, no, I think one big thing that I've learned from this journey of the impact of influence is that all things are possible. And what I mean by that is, um, like I said before, man, I'm just grateful to be an author and to have one book, right? When I started the journey with the impact of influence, I just wanted to bring some powerful influencers together, good people that I know that are doing great things, to highlight them with good hearts. They have good hearts, they
Mm.
have good intentions, they just do great things in our world. I just wanted to bring them together and let them share their stories. Um, and little did I know that, we would do a second one and a third one and a fourth one, and have different themes and, travel and do book tours and book signings. Like the initial goal was none of that. But like when I started, I took one step to put the book together. Then I saw that, oh, well, we can do that. Then, well, let's see how we can grow. Then you take one more step. Well, let's do some tours, right? Then like, oh, that's cool. It's possible. Then you take one more step, right? Oh, wait, let's do book signings and events and those kind of things. And so, as you go, that's how life is, in life, to achieve success, all you have to do is just take the first step. Just
Ooh,
start,
that's
right? And
there.
and
It's like,
and when you take the first step, you'll show yourself that you can do great things, and it'll build some momentum for you, right? And next thing you know, you're striding. Then next thing you're sprinting to a documentary. Let's go, right? And
don't
and
lose your
so
win, don't lose your win along the way.
yeah, man. And so the big takeaway is all things are possible, right? And to make all things be possible, we just have to take the first step.
Yep, take that first step. And so many people are afraid to take that first step because of fears, doubt, uncertainty,
Mhm.
and then
Yeah,
also the validation of looking towards others. And bringing and taking that first step gives you a lot of different power, not only to yourself, but those who are watching and trying to be inspired as well. And I never will forget listening. I think it was at one of or social event in college where we have a lot of different speakers come out and say different things, of course, to be encouraging, but this person also hit on taking that first step. It gives you power. Like, don't allow your dreams, goals, and much more to pretty much be buried within the dirt into the grave because you were afraid to take that first step. Take chances because you never know where that may lead. And then that also reminds me of, like, and I'm pretty sure you know this commercial by the great Michael Jordan, how he was like slowly walking, and he was like, people who really know this commercial be like, this many times I've been trusted to take the game winning shot
yeah.
and missed. And he was like, I have failed
Mhm.
over and over and over again,
Sure.
and that is why I
Yep.
succeed.
Yep.
You have to take chances on yourself.
For sure. For sure. I think too, I believe that it's a process though as well, right? because we all have fears, we all have doubts, we all have insecurities. None of us are immune from that, right? We all have
Mm.
those inner thoughts. Am I good enough? Can I do this? But realistically, it's just like the weight room, right? Like in the weight room, like you can't look at the bar or look at the weights and expect to get strong, right?
It's gonna be
Like
a
you
real
got
wake up call.
you
You're
got to
gonna get on that bar. You're gonna be
yeah
like, you gonna look at the weight and be like, "Is something
no no
wrong?" And you're
no
like,
no
they're
no
gonna look at you.
you
They
got to put
ain't.
yeah, you got to put the weights on the bar, right? You got to move that bar often, right? You got to get reps. Reps, they're gonna hurt, right? You're gonna sweat.
Oh yeah,
Sometimes you're not gonna feel like it, right? But when you do that and you get the reps, you like those results.
oh yeah. And you don't get the
Right?
results without. I said, Go ahead and get
Right?
into that
Come on. And so like you have to just get the reps. And as you get the reps, it will be difficult. Things will be challenging. Things will be tough. But on the other side of it, you will be grateful and glad that you did. And you will be proud of yourself too, because you will like the results. And it all starts with just taking one step to get the reps.
Absolutely. And it's part of the journey, taking those reps. It's like once you
Mhm.
take that first step, it begins everything. And then as you take the reps, you go through trial challenges, trial tribulations, and much more. And people don't realize that there's growth inside of doing this. Uh, a lot of people, good chunk of people who are afraid to take those reps, but don't understand that those reps are needed to actually get you to where you need to go. And I think that's
Yeah,
the wake
man.
up call that we want our friends, colleagues, family members, and much more, those who support us, want them to realize is part of the process.
Yeah. And I think too, it's really just focusing in on honing in on the process, not really thinking about the results. I think that's another thing for me that's been key is like coming into it, my, like my focus has not been on like the result, if you will, right? Achieving this, gotta get this many sales. And like it hadn't been that. Like my focus has really been the process, right? How can I connect with great people? How can I bring great people together so that we can impact the world more? Right. And so that has really been the focus, like developing relationships, providing opportunities, learning together, learning and growing together. And so really that has been my focus, which has been the process. And the results have just really spoken for themselves because all the other things have fallen into place because the process has been amazing.
All right, and I definitely don't want to miss this detail. Like, what news stations have you been on, pretty much telling of your journey? And I know one of them includes your hometown, of course. So we want to put that out there as well.
Yeah, man, it's been neat. Like
He
it
started
didn't even
laughing.
trip
Couldn't
me up
even
to say,
start.
like, man, yeah, like I can't even, like, man, I've been on news stations to talk about this stuff. Right. No, just from my hometown, the three, shout out to them, their show.
Okay, the three
Been on,
hometown
yeah, the three,
area.
yeah, and Bryan College Station News. Julie Hayes, reporter from Waco,
All right,
was on
Waco
that.
College Station.
Was on that station. I've been on a couple stations here in Houston, CW
H-Town,
39, yeah, with Molly Fletno.
W39.
Yeah, was on a morning show there. Just
Okay.
actually yesterday was interviewed on by Todd Freed on the high school sports show, and
Shout out to
that'll be
Todd Free,
aired.
Todd Free, Todd Free.
Yeah, love it. But no, man, it's been pretty cool, man. Just the journey has blown me away. I'm grateful for it, and looking forward to doing more.
Oh yeah, and there will be more things to go. And
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure, like, even in the past, and in dealing with this journey, you'd be surprised at what you bump into. Like, I remember not too long ago how you invited me and you was like, "Yeah, we're here in Dallas." I was like, "Okay, cool. No, we're going to the Cowboys Stadium." I was like, "Huh?" Like, the Cowboys Stadium. They want us in here. I was like, "That Cowboys Stadium, they want us in here?" You start laughing.
Yeah, man.
Because
It's
I'm
been
like,
some really
man.
yeah, it's been some really cool experiences for sure. Like the Dallas Cowboy Stadium. Yeah, that one. Yeah, just sharing those journeys. Like I get those moments. Like sometimes, man, I'm so focused on, like I said, just putting in the work and being in the process. A lot of times I don't really get opportunities to just sit and reflect on it, like that.
Mm.
And every now and then, like I'll be looking for some certain content. I look back through my files and I'll come across, like, when we were at the Cowboy Stadium, I'll come
Man,
across
we
some
got a
some
marathon of
different
content.
yeah, merit, no doubt.
If you want to be
Like
honest.
yeah, man, it's crazy. I was looking, I actually did this last week. I was looking for some certain content for the documentary, right? And in the file, you can put it by date. And I was looking just like in the last like year and a half, 2 years. Oh my gosh, so much.
I
Like,
know,
man,
right?
like crazy. Like I was scrolling like all of the different things, man, like just in like the last year and a half, 2 years. And so, like, man, it's like just to see some of those things, um, to see how I've been highlighted to different schools, traveling, man, in Indianapolis, that was one of the places that I didn't mention. Going there, speaking, sharing, just the experiences like I never would have even thought. Um, just like all of this stuff is past anything I ever thought it
It
would
just
be. Like,
blows your mind.
yeah, I used to sit on my porch as a kid and dream about things that I would want to achieve in my life and my goals and where I want to go. And I'm telling you, all of this has truly far surpassed anything that I ever thought it would be. And that's why I say just take the first step, right? Just strive to get the reps and do the work, and you'll surprise yourself with what you will accomplish. And so, like, I'm not just saying that, throwing out stuff like I've lived that. like I can say that because that's been the
Right.
rest of what I've done. Like I just focused on doing the best I can in all of the moments that I have, in every moment, because making magic moments, because magic moments make memories. Ooh, let me get that again, Chris. Let me give
Quote,
him that
go. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
This guy was
Be-
Go ahead.
because
Go ahead.
because magic moments make magic memories. And so when you get those reps and you're in the moment, it creates those magic moments, and you have great memories like we do now as we're going into this documentary.
If you could tell one thing to your past self, what would it be?
Keep doing your thing, dog. You gonna be all right. I mean, it's, I mean, it's really simple. I hit you with that quick, huh? Yeah, I ain't
He
even
was already
stuttered.
ready. Like, shoot.
Yeah, yeah. I think so many times in our life, we have like the doubts or the fears, and we wonder, like, are we doing enough? Are we capable? Um, you know, is what I'm doing, does it make a difference, right? And so I want to just
Does it
say
make
to everyone
sense
that's
and those kind of things?
yeah, there's like, I just want to say to everyone that's checking this out, you know, you're all right. Just keep your head down and keep grinding. And what happens is you figure it out. Like the oh man, the expert was once a novice, right? That quote, we've heard that everybody that's an expert at something, like they had to start somewhere, right?
Right.
They had to start not knowing. And so the thing that gets them between the novice and the expert is the work, right? Like put the work
In
in,
between.
taking the reps, taking each step, to be the best version of yourself each day. And getting the reps, putting the work in requires learning. It requires getting comfortable with being uncomfortable, right? It requires pushing yourself. It requires stretching yourself. It requires putting yourself
this
in
guy was
situations
good.
where you're gonna be around great people to learn from. It requires intentional actions. And so like all of those things are required. And so um just know that if you are striving to do the best that you can each moment of each day, regardless of the situation, you're gonna be all right.
Mm. So that wisdom hitting right there, it's gonna be all right.
You're
we
gonna be
gonna be all
we
right.
gonna be
Gonna
all
be
right.
all
Right,
right.
right. Hey, hey, hey,
And
hey.
you say, all right, you gonna go and start getting up and dancing. I'm like, I didn't tell him to do that, but hey, it was for energy and entertainment.
That's it, man. That's it, brother.
Collie's like, he got up and started dancing. Like, he felt like everything's gonna be all right. So I was like, go ahead, have a party.
Man, one thing too I wanted to mention, Chris, just even like with your journey, right? Uh, like just, and I've said this to you before, just your ability to be able to stretch yourself and you know, just do things. And I've seen like I said, we've gone to different places where you didn't know people, I didn't know people, right?
People,
But like that didn't stop us from like introducing ourselves and meeting people. And now some of those people we've done work with them, right?
oh yeah,
But it all
absolutely.
starts with just, all just started with, hey, putting ourselves out there, being uncomfortable. What if I would have said, well, oh, I'm just shy, like I don't want to talk to anybody, like I don't want to,
Mm-mm.
well, that hinders you when you do those things. So you have to force yourself to, in the right environments, of course, right? You have to force
Right.
yourself to put yourself out there and communicate and ask questions and introduce yourself to people. Um and so, and just like, for you, like it's been great, man. Like I've seen you do amazing things in books and travel and speak, and people that you've connected with at some of our things, like you've done work with them, and so
Right.
I really just think it's a ripple effect. And like I always say, I believe that opportunities bring opportunities. And so when you can take
Yep. And
advantage
just
of
go. I
the,
think I
yeah.
and absolutely. I think you even told me, he's like, I shocked you at times because like you don't ask no questions, you just go. You feel like,
No, let's go, man. Let's make it,
yeah,
mash the gas. Let's go.
yeah. That's pretty much how you make things happen. And
Yeah.
by taking that first step, keeping momentum, and just going and figuring it
Yeah.
out along the way, because we don't always have the answers.
Oh, we don't. And I think that's another thing too. Like sometimes people think that before I start, I have to have all of the answers. Wait a minute. So like like so before you attempt to do something, you have to know everything that's going on. Well, it don't work like that. Like even if I'm taking a trip to some place that I know exactly where I'm going, it's still not gonna always go the exact same way every time, right?
Pivot, adapt.
Yeah, and adapt and be open to pivot and adapt and learn new things and see new things along the journey. Like
Open to
I think of
change.
this, it makes me think of this. So where I live, when you go to the highway, man, it's been some major road construction, right? Like major road construction for like, because I'm blessed to live in an area where they're putting new things in, so it's really cool to see, right? But it's a hassle with the traffic sometimes because of the road construction. And so when they're having the road construction, there's these huge orange signs and they say detour.
Where
Right.
you going with
And
this?
so yeah, yeah. And so sometimes you're like, man, like, but I'm used to this path. I just want to go this one path. But one time I took this detour and I turned and I looked, and I'm a food guy. And I looked, and there's this food store that I didn't even know about, this restaurant. Right.
And you pass
And
by and
so
miss
I'm
it
like,
every time.
yeah, I was like, man, I never even knew this was here. So now that place is, I like to, visit that place because now I know it's there. Or, and it's all because of the detour. And I say that, giving that example, but really in life, um, it's important to be open to the detours, right? It's important to be able to be flexible and be able to pivot and make different turns. You still will get to the same destination. It just may be a different way. And what you have to
That's a
make sure
life
you
lesson
do
on
is,
yourself.
it's a life lesson. And what you have to do is enjoy the journey, whatever the journey is. If it's a detour, if you're stopped on it, you have to stop a little bit. You got a flat tire, whatever the engine is acting up. Like, man, you know that. Like,
Don't remind
enjoy
me.
the journey along the way, man, and just continue to push and still make it to the destination.
Right. Man, all this great information and much more. As we come to a close, tell the people where they can find you at, and then leave them with a message as they watch this leading up to the documentary coming up pretty soon.
Yeah. Yeah. I love Chronicles,
Hold on, let
except
me
for
kill the
X.
music. Say it again. Yeah, repeat because I think the music will part. Go ahead.
Oh, no worries. I was gonna bob my head while I had the music going, but
I'm gonna try to
no.
bring it down low. Go.
So 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 all of my social media is at Chip Baker TSC, as in the Success Chronicles, except for X, and X is Chip Baker 19. And so I'm on all platforms. I don't want to be any excuse for you not to get this positive inspiration and motivation. And so, we are the project that we're working on now is we're pushing the Impact of Influence documentary. And man, just truly grateful for that. Looking for people to donate to the cause to help us with the production and the venue and all of those kind of things. So we're really pushing that now. Our goal is to have that out and ready by the end of November. So I mean, really quick turnaround. Really excited about the things, and hope that you guys can come out and join us. Once we get it rolling. Because it'll be pretty neat to see. And so, Chris, again, thank you so much for the opportunity, man. Thank you so much for the support over the years. I'm glad that the big man has allowed us to cross paths. It's been magical, the things that we've been able to accomplish together. And man, we're not done yet. Let's go get it.
Yeah, let's go get it. And as always, it's your host, C. Holmes, as always, bringing you great inspirational guests to impact your lives and take it to the next level. Make sure you subscribe, comment, and go ahead. Don't forget to donate to the cause of this great project, which you'll see on major screens pretty soon. But until next time, get you on to the next episode, and peace.